Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gather around. The people can still see us, so that's fun. We got sounds today. Everything works. Okay.
You said they can see us. Watching.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, on Mad Mania Facebook, Rand's YouTube, Rand's Twitch.
Where's the Twitch and stuff at? You can't see the comments while you on here, or
You can't. You can. Just nobody's typed in yet.
Okay.
We're on the comments page. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll get. Well, I'm sure we'll get some people in a second. We on Mega Rand's Twitch. You know how lit this shit is. So cool. All right. And of course, let's see. I'm gonna cut this. Talking about Mega Ran.
Yes, sir.
Well, not exactly, but we'll explain in a sec. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, D Generation X proudly brings to you. Well, anyway, you know the rest. What's going on, y'all? Greetings and salutations. I go by the name G1ToTheRescue. Welcome to 2022, and welcome to episode 203 of your baby mama's favorite podcast, Matt Mania Podcast. We are back. I'm here, of course, alongside my wonderful co-host and belated birthday boy, the homie Teek Hall. Teek, what up?
Yo, what up? Teek Hall in the building.
Man, Teek Hall in the building. What's going on? I think we got somebody on the YouTube that thinks either one of us a Mega Ran, and unfortunately we are not.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Right now we doing the Matt Mania podcast. This is something that pops in every so often on Mega Ran's channels, on his stream and Twitch and YouTube and all that. Something that he helped create, but we are currently carrying the torch for. So sometimes you will see Mega Ran on here, sometimes you won't. The people who you will always see is me and G1.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. And we definitely got a lot of great content coming soon. The Patreon will be back up and running in a little while. We're gonna get everything straight, guys. We got a long 2022 ahead of us. We got a lot of wrestling to talk about, and we're gonna keep talking about our tricking people with the beanie. You think it's the beanie? So I gotta be.
The beanie got Mega Ran face on it, but his face ain't Mega Ran.
My face don't look nothing like Mega Ran. But you know what? There was a guy at the light rail station on 3rd that thought I was Mega Ran on the front of the what was he on? The Phoenix New Times? Remember when he was on the front cover and everybody he's like, man, he's like, wait, is that you? I'm like, no, I know him, but that's not me.
What up?
Oh man, we are enjoying the hell out of DC, and we're going to talk about that in a second. First and foremost, guys, the primary reason that we all came out here is to celebrate our brother Teek Hall, who just made his 37th rotation around the sun. Teek, how you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling good. I've had a great time out here in DC. He telling me I got to get closer to the mic. Can you hear me better? I ain't got headphones on.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's what I'm
yeah, man, I've had a great time in DC, ate some good food, watched some good wrestling, relaxed, recharged, ready to get back to business, 6 days out here was a good little vacation. Now it's time to make, 2022 my bitch,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. I have seen role models. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's my favorite phrase.
Man.
I say that phrase all the time to people.
Right, exactly. Same.
You white, you Ben Affleck.
you black, you Mega Ran. Oh man. Well, we got quite a bit to talk about. I think first thing we're going to get into, as usual, is our favorite segment. By the way, everybody, again, welcome to 2022, and this is episode 203 of the Matt Mania podcast. Y'all get used to this new format in a minute. We'll talk about that later. But first thing we're going to get into is the put over, where, we like to put over something that is not necessarily wrestling related, but we also like to, give everything its respectable props. And so, in honor of the birthday boy, I'm gonna let the birthday boy go first. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we had the exact same put over, but I'm gonna see what he say anyway. Teek, what's your put over, man?
We are not going to have the exact same put over
You're
because
not?
my put over is Peacemaker.
Okay.
HBO Max, John Cena. Somebody said you did a good job with your music.
Thank you.
Which one?
I hope
Teek Hall, G1ToTheRescue, or Mega
Ring. I'm like,
since we all do music.
Let's clarify that real quick.
but yeah.
Jinx.
Peacemaker on HBO Max. I watched the first 3 episodes. The 4th episode dropped while I was out here on vacation, so I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. I might wait until this Thursday just so that I got 2 episodes to watch back to back. But yes, that show is hilarious. It's a rated R comedy action show starring John Cena. Who's the guy behind it? It's
James Gunn.
There you go.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Suicide Squad.
Yes, sir.
The Suicide Squad.
That's right.
And yeah, this is following up after no spoilers, but what happened to Peacemaker in the Suicide Squad, and then this is a continuation of it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man, it's murderous, bloody, good fun, and that's all the type of stuff that I enjoy in a rated R superhero, supervillain, anti-hero franchise, whatever you want to call it.
Absolutely. Big ups.
Catch that on HBO Max right now.
HBO Max right now. Big ups to John Cena for just expanding his repertoire in the realm of, action, comedy, adult type vibes. I think he's done that really well. What was the movie he was in with Amy Schumer? What is the name of that movie? Because I was
about to say, isn't it Sisters or something like that? Are you talking about the movie with the two?
Yeah, when he
was selling drugs.
Well, no, not that one. That one was funny. We was talking about that, but the first kind of adult comedy he was in with Amy Schumer, we was fucking her.
Shit, ain't that the shit that had LeBron in it? Trainwreck.
Yeah, Trainwreck. From Trainwreck forward, John Cena has consistently delivered in. Yes, thank you guys. John Cena has consistently delivered in adult comedies. I definitely tuned in, and I appreciate everything that's going on. So much love. Check that out.
Don't be surprised if you tune in to AEW when you can't see
him. Oh man, that was a good one. God, we'll give him a bell for that one. That was a good. We in dad joke mode right now. Right. But anyway, oh man. All right.
I'm trying to see what he said about Peacemaker has surprised me
in all good ways.
Cena with the dumb humor is way better than I expected. I'm a huge gun fan, so it shouldn't be surprising, but I'm happily surprised. Yeah, man, just more good stuff from DC. I like the direction DC has been taking things, and just they know that they can't keep up with Marvel in the way that they wanted to. So just doing a bunch of everything don't have to be intertwined and connected,
Yeah.
Suicide Squad over here doing their thing. Not a new Batman gonna be over here doing his thing. And I heard it's gonna be like multiple Batman movies this year starring different people. So it's kind of like it's kind of like how they do the comic books. There's multiple Batman runs of comics at once.
That's amazing.
So you can pick and choose which one you want to go watch.
Man, I'm so ready for this Robert Pattinson ones because like we were talking about earlier, we were talking about the other day. This is like angry young Batman in year 2. He whooping ass. He don't get no fuck. Like this is the Batman I've always wanted to see. Ben Affleck, low key, and big ups to Ben Affleck. He gave me a little bit of that. I feel like Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice when he went to go rescue Superman's mama. Yeah, that was definitely a more ass kicking Batman than I've ever fucking seen in my life. So this new young hungry one, I mean, y'all seen the trailer. Yeah, he's breaking clavicles and shit. Yes, this is what I want to see.
This is the Batman that they be talking about when they said you selling weed on the street and Batman come down and break your wrist. He causing more bad than good.
Hell yeah, that's a Batman I've always wanted to see. So I'm really excited about this for sure. Man, you know what? My put over, in all honesty, would have to be shit, really our vacation. And I know it's kind of cliche to say that, but this is our very first time anywhere in the DC metro or the DC metro area. So the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area. We've never been anywhere over here. And for our first experience, I'll tell you what, DC don't owe us a damn thing. We will definitely be back. I have had probably some of the greatest of times on vacation as an adult. And admittedly, I haven't been on a bunch of vacations as an adult. I've been to a few. Been back and forth to LA a few times, Vegas, whatever. Back and forth to Chicago. But this DC shit, this is what was up. Like, man, I did, Teek, I'm sure you can elaborate on that further. Oh, yes. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know where I'm from, so that was necessary. I never bought a CM Punk shirt when he was wrestling for WWE. I never got a chance to get a classic CM Punk shirt, while he was still on the Indies. So this was perfect. This was too perfect. Teek, I want to kind of start off with your experience, man, because like I said, you were the primary reason that we were all out here, man. So I want you to kind of kick off the DC Love Fest right now.
I mean, if you're oh shit,
I got you.
Fucking whack ass hotel chairs. If you're put over, it's gonna go straight into
hold on these hotel chairs real quick. Real flimsy. Oh man.
Yeah, so if you're put over, it's gonna go straight into talking about DC. DC's been good, man. It's been cold as shit. And I keep telling people, I'm from Detroit originally, so you would think I'm used to the cold, but I've been in Arizona for about 17 years now. So my body has reacclimated to the weather, and a hoodie and a jacket was not enough. I needed
in a glass case of emotion.
When Cat Williams said they got that code that you have to buy your coat there, that's basically how it feels out here. So other than that, I mean, it didn't snow while we were out here. The weather had said it was supposed to snow, but luckily it didn't. It did rain a couple times while we've been out here. And other than that, it's just been cold. But I mean, besides that, good food, good people, no issues there. Everybody we talked to has been pleasant. All of the lifts that we've had to take, they've known where they were going. They didn't get us lost or no accidents. The wrestling shows were great. Yeah, I mean, the weed.
Yes.
Was good.
Say it.
And just different though than AZ, because if we're gonna talk about our experience,
oh man,
buying drugs while we were out here. So one of our friends who was out here, fellow podcaster Captain Caveman,
yes sir,
Derek Montia, he went home early. He went home yesterday, but he was out here for part of these festivities, and he said he went to go to a gift shop, is what they call them, and he ended up buying a sticker for $100 because you have to buy something there, and then they will gift you the weed. That's why it's called a gift shop. So that was his experience. It's decriminalized, right? It's what, federal, but not.
Well, no, it's definitely not federal.
Oh, it's state.
Yes, it's state deregularized.
Yeah, but
federal legalization would mean no state would have any issues. Yeah.
So, and then the one that me and G1 interacted with, we basically had to go meet him on a corner somewhere. He drove from their spot, and we caught a lift from our spot. And then, it was like old school drug dealing, even though it was legal.
Even with it being legal.
We don't know what this dude looked like. We looking around on the corner and stuff like, hey, where he at? Where's, trying to figure it out. But,
right.
But, we made it happen.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So shout out to Noble Gas and that's who I now have a quote unquote membership with. So yeah, man, we they took care of me, and they took damn good care of me, and we've been safe to say we've been smoking pretty good since we've been here. I would say so.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And then I got to show love to the good people at WTS Recordings. Our homie Lady J, who's a mutual homie of Mega Ran. She took care of us. We pulled up to the lab. The homie Osiris brought in some smoke. We got some good recording done, so be on the lookout for a couple of new things on the horizon. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, I'm talking about phenomenal studio, phenomenal bunch of folks. We had a really good time. We was in the lab for 5 hours with them, and literally it just felt like, just we already knew these things. We was already there,
Yep, wrecked the system. We got the whole squad on the track.
Woo, shout out to the WTS squad, man. They all blessed us with verses, man. My homie Lady J got a bar for me, so it's official.
And they went to go get the tree.
And they went to, you feel me? Like when I say love, bro, like love.
Internet friends sometimes are better than real friends.
Who you telling? Here's a good question that came in from YouTube, and I can divert to answer this. If you were a comic book superhero, would you rather be published by Marvel or DC? And if so, why? Teek, I'll let you answer that first.
DC, man, because I want it to be more violent. I want one of them Dark Horse style comics.
Yeah.
So I know Marvel ain't gonna do me justice over there.
I have to agree with him. Even despite the fact that I'm probably the biggest Marvel fan, as most of you probably know. Shout out to the Marvel for the new Silver Surfer Rebirth comic. But I would have to say I would definitely be a DC hero personally, just because I would need to be able to kind of be unfiltered and unhinged, and I'm a little bit of an anti-hero in my real life. So I definitely got to have that translate. You know what I'm saying? So good question. That was actually fun. I was cool with that. Anybody else got any weird random questions?
Hold on, just some more about DC. So shout out to Third Eye Comics.
Hell
you
yeah.
Wanted to show
yes.
Show them the comics?
Yes. Much love to the good folks. Third Eye Comics, Annapolis, Maryland. One of the biggest comic and toy stores in the nation. I went and just grabbed a couple of what I call weed reads. I got to catch up on some of this Eltarian War stuff with Power Rangers and Mighty Morphin. So I'm really I was really happy at that place. I got a great Kill Bill shirt too from there. I think the shirt that you wearing under that you got from from
I got a shirt on right now from Third Eye under this Fuck That's Delicious hoodie. I got another shirt from them. I bought a couple figures from them. Got some AEW figures. Got some Ninja Turtle figures. What did you say that was worth? Super 7?
Super 7.
Yeah, grabbed a couple Super 7.
Classic villains.
Ninja Turtle action figures. Got Casey Jones and Mondo Gecko. Got the Lucha Brothers and Scorpio Sky.
Yeah.
Action figures. We bought a lot of shit from AEW too.
Oh,
so
man.
I mean, after talking about what we bought from the comics, and segueing into what we bought at AEW, let's get to talking about the shows, man.
Man, listen. So I kid you not, this was our second AEW show. Many of you know back in 2019, we were at the very first Double or Nothing in MGM Grand in Vegas. Here we were at I guess from what I understand is a smaller, newer spot known as the DC Entertainment and Sports Arena in the hood, actually, but it was still a big enough to host AEW. They put out a really good crowd, and I got them. Matter of fact, here, let me see this. The crowd turnout for both nights.
No, he didn't say he can't hear us. He said, I can't hear that sound and not prepare for battle.
Oh, okay. I see. I got you. So no, man, we had a really good experience at AEW. First night, of course, the night that we got, or the morning that we got there, that night was AEW Dynamite on January 19th. We'll get in a little bit of the card.
It was AEW Dynamite and also Dark Elevation.
Yes, absolutely. And that was one. And that was his first time technically even paying attention to a Dark Elevation, getting to see it live. And like, occasionally when he come over my house, I'll try to get him to watch Dark Elevation. Kind of different seeing it live because then you see certain people who you didn't think you were going to see, right? Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, man.
Shout out to Mega Ran in the chat.
Yes, sir, big bro.
Just making sure we don't screw his brand up and make his followers run away.
That's right. That's right. Much love. Much love. Man, I've been trying to do. Literally, it's been like that. I feel like now I have to do that.
The views of this show are not the views of Mega Ran.
I feel like once people find out when I'm not Mega Ran, they're gonna
leave.
They gonna leave.
We got a lot of followers, a lot of watchers.
We got a hell of a bunch. We thank y'all for rocking with us,
one
man.
Of them is Mega Ran.
Oh man. Look, okay, so we're gonna do the ticker. Right. Hold on, y'all.
I'm not your Mega Ran. You a different Mega Ran?
Oh God. Okay. I meant to say I'm not Mega Ran, y'all. LOL.
I'm not Mega Ran, I'm Meg Ryan.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Now move around. Now we got some more comments.
He said we all look alike,
At this point, we just need to call G1 Mega G1 as many people think he's ran. Mega Ran variant G1. I'm a variant now.
I'm about to be Mecha G1.
Oh, that's hilarious, man. But anyway, let's talk about it. I'll get into the network shows first, and then we'll follow it up with the Dark and the Dark Elevation. First off, of course, Dynamite was the return of Mox. So Mox is back. He basically kind of stated his claim. He got, real transparent on us and kind of really was open and honest about a lot of his struggles and things that he dealt with while he was getting better. And he came back looking like Gene Ambrose again. He done got lean again.
Yeah, he kept saying that he looks like old Ambrose now.
Man, he looked like Dean again, man. And that's cool. And that works for me.
I mean, he's got that wiry look again.
Yeah, he do.
But I liked him when he was thick, not if it's alcohol weight, if it's from drinking, but
but if it was
a little thicker, a little meaty Ambrose,
Oh God.
Meaty Mox.
Meaty Mox.
Ain't bad. But now we got the lean cuisine, Gene Ambrose.
Gene Moxley. Yo, shout out to our homie Steel Cage Podcast representative Jonathan Sprung. Meaty Mox. Jonathan Sprung almost got this kid's ass whooped in front of us at Rampage. We'll talk about Rampage in a minute. Because we're repeating the Big E, big meaty men slapping meat.
I was so busy out here enjoying myself. I don't even know what Bully Ray's take on Moxley was.
Bully Ray, I heard about it and I thought it was bullshit, to be honest. Bully Ray was saying that Moxley should apologize to the fans for letting the fans down, and I thought that was kind of whack to say. I don't think he owes anybody.
Letting them down in what way? By leaving to go get clean?
Yeah, I would think that would be sort of
this is somebody from ECW saying that.
Yes, this is exactly.
Yeah. So everybody don't have to have an opinion about everything.
They really don't. They really don't.
Click on that one.
Mm-hmm.
No, the fan did not get kicked out. It was just he was just cutting a promo. They didn't kick that guy out for real.
They did. They did take this one fan sign in front of us at Dynamite. Hell yeah! One guy had a sign that says MJF sniffs farts. They snatched that shit so goddamn fast. That was hilarious. Oh man. And yeah, we did see quite a few signs get snatched up or whatnot. But overall, as far as Dynamite was a really good show. Of course, to open it up, we got best friends Orange Cassidy and Chris Statlander taking on the Babies. Adam,
you said you caught the MJF sniffs fart sign on TV. Maybe that's why they took it down. Maybe it was after they noticed that it was on camera.
Right. Yep, he said, yep, it made it.
So that guy was right in front of us.
He was right in front of us. We were directly behind, dude. So anybody watching Dynamite, you see that sign? We were right behind that guy.
Yeah, so he might catch us.
Oh, man, that is wild. But hell yeah, man. Again, Orange Cassidy, Chris Statlander taking on Adam Cole and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, which was wow. I thought it was going to be a good match, but it was a much better match than I even predicted in my head. It was a lot of fun.
I mean, at this point, I can't understand why, if you're in a relationship, you wouldn't want to be in the same company.
Of course.
Look at Miz and Maurice doing their intergender stuff. Look at now Adam Cole and Britt Baker. It's like, they want to do that type of stuff.
Absolutely. Look at
kissing during the match and shit like that. It's probably getting hot and heavy afterward.
Yeah. Beth and Edge. Yes, Beth and Edge. You seen the meme that had the Beth and Edge entrance that was like, when you tell your husband I left the kids over my house. He like
and that's why people thought Charlotte was gonna leave when Andrade left,
Mm-hmm.
Even though they're not together no more, from what I hear. But,
nah, that's a rumor. They're still together. They had confirmed that they're still fine. Okay. What's Bullet Club is fine. Yo,
that match was good with Orange Cassidy and Adam Cole.
That match was a lot of fun.
I definitely expected Adam Cole to give the Panama Sunrise to
Chris. Oh, that would have been crazy.
I was mad they didn't do it. I know why, but it's like, come on now. If you're gonna let the girls keep on getting over, like how Britt ran in and did the curb stomp on Orange Cassidy, then you should be able to let Adam Cole get a Panama Sunrise.
Tyoke and Beth did post that. That's exactly. It was on Beth's Twitter. It was hilarious.
But also, I want to let y'all know for those who may not be aware, once Orange Cassidy knocked her through the table.
Oh yeah, it went down after that.
Then I was the one who started the
"you fucked up" chance
in the building.
So we kicked that off. So thank you, Matt Mania Podcast Bros, for that shit.
Right before he got the nut shot from Adam Cole.
And the boom from Adam Cole. Next up, following that, I got a chance again to see one of my hometown heroes, CM Punk, even though it was probably for about a minute, against Shawn Spears. Now, of course, obviously, I knew they were going to set it up that way with MJF coming out there being kind of an asshole and it just being too much distraction. And then CM Punk takes advantage, gives him the GTS, 1, 2, 3. It was over like that. But I don't give a shit. Seeing CM Punk for 30 seconds was better than
that was something that Cap said while we was there.
Exactly.
He said people might complain that CM Punk was only out there for 30 seconds, but the fans who were in the building got to see CM Punk for 30 seconds. Mm-hmm. Got to see his entrance and whatnot. And if they come to your city and you ain't got the chance to see CM Punk live yet, you gonna complain for the little bit of time you get to see him?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna be excited because he came out? We ain't know it was gonna be 30 seconds.
Absolutely, you're right, and I totally agree, Jopium. Seeing CM Punk is still seeing CM Punk. Blessings to the hometown big bro for sure.
Let me also let y'all know that we got to see Hook on Wednesday. This was off camera during camera break because the crowd wouldn't stop chanting "Send Hook."
Yeah. So
then one of the announcers just came out on stage and just brought Hook out. He said, "Y'all wanted him. Here he is." And he just came out with a book bag on, eating some chips, and then told us that we'll see Hook again on Rampage,
which we did, and we'll definitely get into that ass whooping in a hot minute because Serpentico got the shit beat out of him. It was all bad, god damn. But anyway, yeah, man, that was a really He said Hook always looks like he's late for class. So the American Nightmare Cody comes out there, and Cody gets his pipe bomb on. And if there was one takeaway from that promo that I did enjoy and that I have a personal feeling about, when he mentioned everybody's around here talking about the forbidden door, he said everybody talked about it. Me and Tony Khan were sitting here trying to create it. So I can't really argue with that. You know what I mean? Like, he's just trying to bring the best wrestlers together in one place. And frankly, I don't blame him. So
I was booing Cody during that whole promo. The promo was good, but he was still getting booed because he still looked like a white knight to me.
Great promo, but Cody got to clean that image up a little bit. But
he was looking. I will admit that when he came out, he was looking more like his brother. I said he was looking more like that and less Klansman on Wednesday.
And I agree. Not too many cats can win back a crowd like that. He sure in the hell did at that promo. And of course, we seen what happened towards.
He also shouted out Gunther McGillicuddy.
Oh gosh. Listen, I'm anticipating the TNT title match with these ladders involved. I'm ready for that. That's gonna be a lit situation. Yeah, less that. I totally agree. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Now we also got to see the House of Black in their tag team debut on Dynamite in AEW against the Varsity Blondes.
Before that even happened, didn't he mention him in his promo? Because he said a guy showing up with the name Brody.
Oh yeah.
So like he had that in the promo too. Which before we even saw this, I mentioned that to G1 as well. I was like, I wonder if he's going to go by something else now or change his name, Brody King. Remember we had that conversation?
Yeah, I mean,
maybe he can just go by King or something like that.
It's possible because, I mean, hell, Tommy N didn't change his name until after he debuted in AEW. So he didn't, when they first seen him, they acknowledged him as Tommy N, and then they quickly changed it to Malachi Black. So they could do that.
See, now it kind of sucks because they're a tag team, and like when we were talking to Marcos, he was saying now they're a tag team. They're going to be in the tag team division because it would be dope if they used that as like I don't want to say a running joke, but just something to get Brody King and Cody to go at each other. Because of him saying that
lit
about his name.
Super lit.
You know,
I
and
totally
then him
agree.
being in there like, yo, I'm not going to change my name, you know? So if anybody got a problem, or either some Dark Order people, like if anybody got an issue with me going by Brody King.
They could run through the Dark Order, and that would be like just starting off, just coming in, being the hot new tag team. That I would love to just see them just run through each member of the Dark Order. And then maybe run through the Best Friends. Like, it would be dope. I ain't gonna say run through the Best Friends. I like a lot of the Best Friends. We got to see Wheeler Yuta in a singles match. I think that was either Dark or Dark Elevation. And I tell people all the time, don't sleep on Wheeler. Wheeler's dope. And people really got to see firsthand what type of dude he is. But we'll get into that in a minute. We'll get into the worst match of the night.
Let's not try to give this match too much plug.
No.
Lynch Archer versus
Frankie Kazarian.
Man, that match I wish I had 4 hands so I could give it 4 thumbs down. That shit was trash.
Yeah.
And it was just slow when they gave them too much time. They gave them like 12 minutes, 15 minutes maybe or something. And it was just like, even if it wasn't that long, it felt like it.
Yeah.
You know?
That match was kind of when everybody started going to the merch table like this.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
And it was like they did this whole thing where like he got beat up and then Kazarian came back. And I was like, nobody cares about Kazarian coming back in this match. Like, we know he's not going to win the match, so I don't care about your little flurry that you just went on.
Right. We get it, and we get it. Yeah, and I definitely agree with that. You know, that's true. That's very true. But see, the thing is, I feel like where AEW kind of excels a little bit is they find space for everybody to have their own fan base, even if it is, let's say, Dark Elevation, and a lot more people watch than you think.
with those people not really getting paid the way they should be, though, you know.
That's
but it's like,
another
but they
story.
but if you want to be there, you can always wrestle on dark or dark elevation, and maybe make $100 that night, or
shit.
something like that. But
it's more than what some indie promotions are offering.
Least,
they might give them like $300.
We don't have those YouTube shows to be able to let people
go
wrestle on when they don't have TV time. So
and
I wouldn't be surprised if AEW have to start letting some people go, or some people start leaving because it's not enough room and they're not getting paid well enough on the YouTube shows.
I mean,
or just doing more indie shows.
Yeah,
like people are starting to do. Like, yo, I'm opening myself up. Goddamn, sorry, y'all. But like they're opening themselves up to more indie dates and stuff like that.
He chopped my microphone. he Gunther chopped my microphone. Fucking name change. But anyway. Right, mic down.
We ain't really used to this setup. We too big around this mic.
Yeah, definitely. And like Leo Rush, for example, his contract is up in February. He's saying he's not renew it. He already has an indie date set up for
But he been so back and forth because remember he already had said he retired and wasn't coming back, and then he said
he came back
to do my contract.
Right.
And now he's talking about he's still gonna wrestle after that.
So I don't know what the fuck he wants.
If they want him to come back in the money, right, he'll come back.
Yeah, man. Listen. That's anyway. So we know how bad that Archer and Kazarian match was. Sky Blue versus Serena Deeb was pretty deadly. You know, it was really just Serena kind of putting on a clinic against Sky Blue. I got a low-key crush on Sky Blue for obvious reasons if you looked at it from the back. But no, it's great. It was still a good match for what it was, but it was really just Serena Deeb putting on a clinic.
If you ask him about Leo, he had a contract, right? Didn't he have to go back and finish it? When he got injured, he was already under contract with AEW, I thought.
Maybe. That's a thought.
So I thought he was just finishing out his contract.
Mm-hmm. Maybe so. Oh, you're saying, all right. Now, and then we get to this really cool main event that we had. Of course, anybody that knows me knows that I'm probably one of the biggest fans of the acclaimed Brian Pumpernickel ever.
Yo, what's his name? Who's the look like him?
That's Anthony Bowens.
Man, Anthony Bowens look just like Brian Pumper. I say that all the time.
Hey,
and y'all don't know who that is.
Just go Google him. We ain't got to say it, but just go Google him. But yeah, bro got him and Max Caster doing the dance. I see Jopium already. Hey, we got a raid. Welcome, guys. He said, don't Google them on your work computer.
Who said that? Put it up
Jopium.
Oh, yeah, it is Monday. Do not Google them on your work computer.
Oh, man, that shit's hilarious, bro. But listen, the acclaimed are doing a damn thing right now when I say that. Martin Caucus, thank you for the raid. Welcome. What's cracking? Yeah, man. It was the acclaimed versus the team of Darby Allin and Sting, which his first time on TBS in 21 or 22 years. So I know
that's the Mothman in here raiding. What up, man?
Hey, love the Marty the Moth. What's cracking, bro? But yeah, man, that was really cool. I know, we got a little promo from Sting at the end of the show when the cameras went off. He was really excited about the whole ordeal, and they put on a really, really fun main event. It don't even be about so much of the technicality, but they just know how to put on fun matches that we like to pay attention to, man. And the rap was always a great time.
His raps is getting better.
His raps get better and better and better and better every week. So definitely much love to my man Max Caster, Platinum Max. On that note,
so something that I found out after, because at the end of the show, Tony Khan came back out. He brought Sting out. He brought somebody else out. Who do you remember his name?
Sanjay Dutt.
He's a DC native, so he talked about DC and stuff, and that was cool. But somebody told me that Tony Khan does this at every show. That he comes out at the beginning of the show and he comes out at the end of the show. And we're going to talk about Rampage, but he did that at that show too.
Yes, he did.
And I was like, man, this guy is an egomaniac. He's full of himself. he's gonna be like Vince, man. You gotta be, because he comes out and he's like, hey, worship me and then watch my show, and then I'm gonna come back out and then worship me some more. He's not just sitting in the back.
Hey, Dryson brings up a great point. He says because Tony Khan is out here fantasy booking like we would if we had Pop's Billions.
He's like, did you like that I just did for y'all?
Watch this. No, definitely.
Hold on, this screen.
Yeah, just like that.
If any of y'all ever seen the movie Blades of Glory, when at the end of the movie he was playing with the action figures, like that's what Tony Khan is doing. He's like, he's in his office with the fake wrestler ringing the figures, like, this is what I'm gonna have Sting and CM Punk do. He's gonna jump off the rope, through the table.
Sit your goof eyes down.
Listen. This man doing fantasy booking with action figures. I'm sorry. If that's the case, anybody that can run a wrestling promotion like that, I'm going to stay watching your shit. I'm going to stay promoting it. Because who would have thought it could have been done?
It's nothing but pops. That's why people say it's nothing but pops. It's like, I don't know what y'all going to do. I only mapped out the big spots with the wrestlers. Like, I want you to jump off of this and through here. Every show, though.
The fact that you can do it every show. If he has the capability of doing it every show and he has the talent to do it every show, why not do it every show? I'm sorry. I'm like, if you go, it's either go hard or go home.
And then it was also funny because, like, so at the end of Dynamite, he brought Sting out, but then at the end of Rampage, he brought CM Punk out. And I was like, if he does this at every show, I know these guys are getting tired of it. Mm-hmm. Like CM Punk is like, man, I want to catch this jet and go home. And he's like, no, man, I need you for like another hour and a half while we talk to these fans.
Man.
especially after what Leah?
Oh, yeah.
Was telling us that some people be leaving right after they match. Like, yeah. I'm out of here. I gotta catch this flight. Trying to get home as soon as they can. The Sting old ass gotta stay after hours.
Yo, there was I seen a funny post on Instagram where Sting and Darby Allin were in a car behind somebody in DC that had the license plate A-Dub, and they were at the light. And Sting and Darby got out and walked up to their window and said hi and was fucking with them. That shit was really cool. Blessings to Sting and Darby on that. That was dope as hell. That was super cool. Man, listen, again, Dynamite.
He said that's part of the Legends deal. Got to stay for the
post show. So listen,
I got to make sure everybody get home safe. Sweep up.
So listen, Dynamite, great with the exception of that one match. Great show, top from bottom. At the top of that, we got.
Hold on, and then I also want to say I'm surprised that because Elevation was before that,
yes,
and I was surprised how many people that we didn't see on Dynamite, but that are bigger names had came out on Elevation,
yes,
and fought, and because that's where we saw Santana and Ortiz,
bruh.
Santana and Ortiz fought on Dark Elevation.
Please go to my
a great match.
Yes. Please go to my
team clinic.
Yes, solid match. Go to my social media page. Go to the Mad Mania social media pages. Go to my Facebook page. There is footage of that match up there. Very dope stuff. Yeah, man. It's
to this person, we didn't get a chance to see the GCW show yet. We caught some of the clips. Know some of the stuff that happened, but no, we didn't get around to that one.
We
definitely
definitely
were thinking about going, but we didn't make it.
Yeah, we definitely like, yeah, we need to though. Like it's one of them things like that whole event looked crazy lit, and I can't wait to watch it. I'm definitely gonna watch it when we get back to Phoenix for sure. But
you pulling up the car for Rampage?
I'm pulling up the car for Dark Elevation, which was the same day as Dynamite. So let's talk about Dark Elevation, which we'll all get to see. Yeah, exactly. We'll all get to see later on this evening. Yes, absolutely. We'll all get to see.
Are you saying let them boys get off AEW or
no,
let them boys get off from
like
Jericho?
On TV and let them do their thing.
They need to get away from Jericho and them.
Mm-hmm. They need to have their own thing. They need to like do LAX over again. They need to work. I completely agree. It was Rand that introduced me to them. Ran, you remember that day I came over the crib? We watched the Impact pay-per-view. It was them two as LAX versus the Lucha Bros. And that was my reintroduction to the Lucha Bros. And that was my introduction to Santana and Ortiz. And that was such a dope match.
I mean, yeah, they started off with hot matches with them versus the Lucha Bros and stuff.
God
and then
damn.
They just got bogged down into all of this this inner circle stuff. Because the inner circle, and once the inner circle and MJF crew split up, and then all they started doing was MJF crew versus inner circle stuff, it just started getting old at that point.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I can admit when AEW does some bullshit, you know. Yes, free them. Let them people go.
Right. I do believe the team is called Proud and Powerful. I don't know. Pride might be representative of something different, but hey,
there you go. There's the update.
There we go. Let's get a little bit of Dark Elevation.
Yeah, real quick.
So tonight you're gonna see Layla Hirsch versus Brittany Blake. You'll see Private Party versus Miles Hawkins in Action Andretti. A lot of jobbers. Brandy Rose wrestles Willow Nightingale. We seen Willow on the way out of the arena. As beautiful as she is, blessings to Willow.
She a thickie. She purple hair, looking good. Good,
scrumptious. Men of the Year. Men of the Year will be in action tonight, and that was a really dope match. Yeah. I mean, it's a fair assessment. That's a real fair assessment. And then, my apologies, guys. We're going to see Red Velvet tonight. We'll see Janai Kai, which many of you may know both on Elevation and on Dark. We'll talk about that in a sec. Santana and Ortiz, Thunder Rosa, and Ruby Soho in tag team action versus our girl Leva and a partner of her choosing. Shout out to Leva Bates. That's the homie.
Shout out on she came out, chopped it up with us a little bit. Mm-hmm. We also got to see a bunch of behind the curtain stuff from where we were sitting.
Yo,
we got to see this was at Rampage. I know we still talking about Dark Elevation. At Rampage, we had seats that were like you could look to your left and see catering
right up top.
So we kept seeing everybody up there at catering, and then once those people up at catering could see that, they could see the seats. Like they would come around there and do dumb shit.
Johnny Hungy ass and Chris Statlander. We seen Lance Archer eating catering.
Somebody said somebody was humping at the crowd.
Oh yeah, that was damn. Who was that? I forgot who that was. I feel like that might have been Johnny too. But shout out to the Captain Sean Dean, also a Chi-Town original. I got a chance to big up with him from afar, so that was really cool. Yeah, man, everybody was just a lot of fun. You'll see Team Taz in action also tonight. Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks versus Matt Sydal and Lee Moriarty. Spoiler, that match was fire. Check that out.
Found out that Powerhouse Hobbs' birthday was the day after mine.
Hey! Yes, much love to Powerhouse Hobbs and happy belated birthday to you, bro. Now, let's get into Rampage right fast. Of course, Rampage is always the shortest show. Only 4 big matches on the card. We get to Rampage. Off top, when Rampage officially starts, we get Jon Moxley in his first match back, taking on All Ego Ethan Page, which again was a better match than I lent itself to be in my head. Ethan Page looked as strong as I always expect him to look.
I was mad he sent Scorpio Sky back to the back when they walked out.
Hey, they was one-on-one. I remember Ethan Page tweeting like, "Hey, this is tonight, and I'm gonna just have to fight this motherfucker."
But also where we were at, that place wasn't that big, and that rampway wasn't that big either. It was like as soon as they walked out the tunnels, the ring was right there.
Yeah, pretty much. That's my favorite type of ring because I can climb up that shit. But yeah, Jon Moxley, man. Of course, you know he beat.
He the best big man in AEW, man. When I was looking at Hobbs the other night, I was trying to figure out if there was anybody else in AEW like him, and then it made me ask about Brian Cage, but he ain't in there right now. And they was on the same squad for a minute when they was in there, but ain't too many big people like him in there.
Hell yeah, man, he the man. Miro, definitely Miro. He'll be back soon.
All those guys missing, man.
Yeah, they MIA. We need the big guys back. Man, of course, but due to COVID protocol, I think because our our homie Rocky Romero tested positive. We did not get the Roppongi Vice versus Young Bucks reunion that we wanted. Instead,
I got $1. I paid for $2, but I got $1.
And we got one of the most fire singles matches I've ever watched. That was Trent Beretta versus Nick Jackson of the Young Bucks. And when I say, listen, that match, I told people, I'm like, yo, this is gonna be lit. If they got to go hard by themselves, this is definitely gonna be a lit situation. With of course Trent getting over. And
that definitely caught me by surprise. I let them know that. I never would have thought that he would have got him with the crunchy.
With the crunchy. Hell yeah, man. And then of course, as promised, they sent Hook. Hook versus Serpentico.
We got the Hook.
Hell yeah.
Do y'all think the Bucks can go solo and make an impact?
I think eventually they get older, yeah.
I think in order to do that, you got to split the Bucks.
You have to split
the
them.
The first feud they would have to have would be with each other.
Absolutely. Similar to the Hardys. If you could split up Matt and Jeff Hardy on a solos run, you could definitely split up and pay $2, get $1 back.
Yeah, it was buy one, get it was like half off.
Oh shit. Yeah, man. I feel like if you could break up the Hardy Boys and they've been doing their thing in separate locations, you could definitely break up the Young Bucks. One of them would have to wear a real uniform though. Like you would have to see one of them lean up and wear some official wrestling gear.
Yeah, they can't dress like each other. No
right. So they would have you have to have one of them in some real gear. That would be dope. And then lastly, we got to see another chocolatey treat.
Wait, we didn't even talk about Hook and
we didn't talk about Hook. I'm so sorry. Serpentico comes out there, no Luther. Does his thing, streamers and all, and this is following Hook. You know, we sung Action Bronson loud as hell.
Man, Hook just beat him up while he was tied up in all of his
soon as he hit his streamers, he got words. He looked like Spider-Man fucked him up.
Dude, I said that. I was like, why he look like Spider-Man bust all over when he was just in there with streamers and everything.
Oh, man. Rand said whose face and whose heel as far as the Bucks. After this match that I seen with Trent Beretta, I would have to say Nick Jackson over as a babyface. He would be dope. He would be a fire babyface. He would fire babyface. I would say that. Hell yeah. But yeah, man.
With the Bucks and the New Day is different because it's like so. Let's do some math real quick.
Good point. Quick maths.
The Young Bucks and Kenny Omega was able to go heel while the Young Bucks wasn't.
Okay.
Remember?
Okay.
So, because it's 3.
Mm-hmm.
With the 3 New Day, you still got the tag team together and one guy somewhere else. I don't think you can still have them as a crew supporting each other because it's only 2 if they were to split. You feel me? You got to have more than just 2 people. When it's just a pair, you split them up, then they feud. You can split a group up and still keep the group together.
That's fair.
That's Mania math.
That is fair.
What the hell?
No, good shit. And that's a great standing kind of Hashime. Yes, the red rum is what his version of the Taz mission is is referred to as, and he practically hung him with that thing. That shit was deadly as hell. And then QT Marshall came out there, said his piece, and then he got suplexed on the stage. So that was the whole thing. So blessings to Hook. We got to see my man in action.
I know Taz got to be so excited about how quick Hook then got over, and just like you said, when he slammed QT on the ramp and just stepped over
Walked
him,
over there,
he said he gave him the AI step over. Yep, and then and you just see Taz over there laughing.
Hell yeah, man. Nah, he's phenomenal. Hook is dope, man. And last but not least, we got to see the chocolatey treat of all chocolatey treats. The TBS champion, that bitch, Jade Cargill, and I use that in all the most positive queening ways that she uses it. God, Jade was out there looking good, doing a damn thing.
Looking good, smelling good. No, he wasn't that close.
I wish.
But, looking like she was smelling good.
One of them would definitely have to cut their hair. I said that too. I'm like, one of them would have to get a fade or something.
Oh, so do they do a hair versus hair match?
Yes, please.
For the feud?
Young Bucks hair versus hair match. Yes, absolutely. I completely agree with that. One of them cut their hair, changed their outfit. You could definitely tell them apart. It's funny because the Naturals did that. If anybody remembers a TNA tag team called the Naturals, they dressed alike, they looked alike, and then once they separated, you had hair too thick. Nigga,
not too thick. He thinning.
Hey, that's
Balding, cut it off. You got to do the Baron Corbin.
Yeah. Got to do the Baron Corbin. Let that shit go. But yes, Jade on fire as always. Her and Anna Jay, which also I take nothing away from Anna Jay. She's nice. Listen, that was a dope match. That was a dope treat. Jade, I was out there beating on folk. Yep. Oh no, I know. It's behind me, but we'll be done before that even becomes a thing. But yeah, more importantly, of course, y'all know that Jade retained her title, and she looked good while doing it, and that's all I cared about.
Rand said that was in an MJF promo talking about his hair. That's how he tells them apart now. Because he mentioned one their hair is thinner than the other.
That's funny. I have to start paying attention now because I didn't even think about that until recently. I could actually be able to tell them apart. So good call, big bro.
But yeah, man, that Jade match, she got jaded.
Yeah. Anna Jay got jaded.
She got faded.
She got put on her motherfucking face. And it was a done deal. But yeah, man.
It was 25-0 right now.
25. No, 25-0.
25-0.
25-0.
That putting up Goldberg numbers.
That bitch is still champion, as I like to say.
And she'll be champion for a while. Who do you think will take the strap off of her? I don't know nobody that they've built up for that because I mean they don't want to call it the secondary strap, but it ain't the world title.
And it ain't the
so Britt ain't worried about her right now. So Rand said nobody's taking it from her.
Yeah, correction, Jopium. We got 76 viewers, and we love each and every single one of y'all for joining us. We're actually going to get off this thing in just a few. I want to run through the AEW Dark card for tomorrow.
I would like to see somebody like what's chick from WWE do this.
What's my girl name? Shayna Baszler.
Because she like in and out right now. She ain't really doing nothing. If she left WWE and came to AEW, I'd like to see her just come in and like punch Jade in the face.
Yeah, Shayna Baszler tough as hell. Shit. Yeah, she tough, and she's a woman. I don't think she's complete. She's a woman of color of some standpoint, or is she? I'm not sure.
I don't know what her race is.
Yeah, I gotta check into that. But yeah, it would just be cool because Shayna,
come in from behind and put her in like an ankle lock or something. Put her in some submissions.
Do that thing where she bend up the hand and the elbow and step on that.
So then you will have it'll be like strength versus skill at that point.
Exactly.
With they feud.
Yes, absolutely. But tomorrow on Dark, just a couple of spoilers, guys. You're gonna see the Bunny beat Erica Lay. We're going to see Aaron Solo go over against Sonny Kiss, which Aaron Solo has perfected that pedigree of his. It looked pretty good. Sonny did his thing, or her thing, pardon me.
Are you giving out spoilers?
Well, yeah. I mean, for those that don't. Some people don't be watching.
I thought he was only telling the wins of stuff that already played. I didn't know he was telling.
Just a few. I ain't gonna tell all of them because they have a lot of matches on Dark. The Dark card for Tuesday, you're right. I'm not gonna spoil the whole thing because that Dark card for Tuesday is crazy. So I'm gonna just go through the card. Daniel Garcia in 2.0 had some enhancement talent that they were fighting. Abaddon in action. We seen a slightly better Lance Archer match. Hobbs and Lee Johnson, you'll see that. Layla Hirsch again and Janai Kai again. We got Gun Club versus Dark Order 10, Alex Reynolds, Alan Angels, and Even Udo.
Yeah, that was good.
That was fun. Dante Martin and Tiger Style, Lee Moriarty versus and Matt Seidel versus Private Party and the Butcher. That was cool. Penta El Zero Miedo versus Wheeler Yuta, which again, fire. Watch that match if you want to see two guys really do their thing. Wheeler Yuta showed that he can go up against the best. That was a solid match. Shout out to Wheeler and shout out to Penta on that. He got the figure now. And then Jungle Boy versus Nick Camarado. You'll see all of that Tuesday.
Apples.
For those of you that watched. It hasn't happened yet. I think it's going to be happening soon though. But yeah, man, great stuff all the way around. AEW was really bringing it for this to be their 2 network shows and their YouTube tapings. I had just as good as a time as I did going to Double or Nothing. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. So I actually said after these 2 shows was up, I think on Saturday I had said, "Oh man, it sucks that we don't have no more wrestling to go to or to watch."
And that's a surprise.
Even though while we were here, we were saying that it was good we only had 2 shows, because Rand knows normally we bouncing around from show to show.
Absolutely.
And get tired and you just get worn out and all of that other stuff. And you don't get to see the whole shows because you're trying to catch something else. But we just went out here, we watched these 2 shows. But honestly, like, I could have went to a wrestling show Saturday or Sunday.
Hell yeah, man.
As long as it was good as these was, And I also understand, I haven't got a chance to get around to watching Dynamite or Rampage on TV to see what everybody else saw, but being there is going to be a different experience.
Of course.
So for people that's saying that those weren't good episodes or anything like that, it's like if you were there, I'm sure you would be having as much fun as we had there.
I guarantee you.
And then, as I said, afterwards, you had Tony Khan come back out and he brought CM Punk out to close the show. And then CM Punk got to talking about Hook. He said, he mentioned Hook was in the back eating
smoking
chips and
weed.
getting high.
He did say that. When I started the smoking weed chant.
Started the smoking weed chant. To which CM Punk said, "I'm straight edge." And then he said, I guess that's my fault. I started that, huh? By talking about him smoking weed. But then he also said, that he's also pro weed being legal.
So shout out to straight edge CM Punk saying he hopes that weed gets federally legalized. That's dope. That's dope everywhere. So also here. Absolutely. So I gotta give him props on that. He understands. Like, that's really dope, man. But anyway, guys, we have been with you for a solid hour. So we gonna make like newborn babies and head out this beat.
I got a question for y'all. Y'all hit us up on Twitter or the Matt Mania Instagram. Let us know, who do y'all think any surprise men's Rumble entrants are gonna be? I know we've got some women named for surprise entrances. Who do you think is going to come in for the guys? Maybe Jonathan Gresham. Maybe, like Rand said, maybe Jericho. Maybe Cody Rhodes, since he supposedly may not be under contract anymore. Does that destroy the forbidden door if he comes over from AEW, wrestles one night in WWE?
Hey, listen, if it happens, I would dig it. Gresham would be dope.
I mean, Gresham, he's freelance right now. They said that, he's conducting his own business until Ring of Honor comes back. So
yeah, Terminus is doing his thing, but definitely though he said the women needed more. So yeah, I agree. We could definitely use some run-ins from other ladies, that's for sure. But yeah, Peter Avalon being his AEW contract expired, man. I mean, blessings up to Peter. I hope he either renews it or finds something soon. But yeah, that's the homie. So much love to Peter Avalon. We hope he sees some work soon. And with that being said, we're an hour and 2 in, and we about to get up out of here.
No.
Yeah, I hope not. God, I hope not. No, not that hot dog condiment colored fuck.
Let's go back to this.
No.
Gresham, yes.
Gresham would be solid. Yes, absolutely. No Hulk Hogan on that. No. That's the episode. Damn.
We can't call it no. That was just we spoke on him for 2 seconds.
I know. You're right. We just got to say, hey, we don't name it after the song.
Dynamite in the DMV.
Yes, sir.
Which Nogan was hilarious. Thank you for that.
Hell yeah. But man, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Me and Teek gonna continue to be the flag bearers for Matt Mania Podcast going forward with some special invited guests rotating around, including our lead booker Mega Ran. Blessings to him being in the chat, helping us push this thing forward.
He's always invited to do a run in.
Always invited to do a run in assist. I want to see what his new finisher is anyway. So blessings to you guys. We're gonna get up out of here. We're gonna be heading back to Bird City. So we got new episodes of Matt Mania on the horizon over the next few weeks. So definitely be ready. On behalf of myself and the belated birthday boy Teek Hall. the villain,
franchise.
the
Teek
franchise. Again, blessings to WTS who showed us a lot of love out here and watched the Washington Plaza Hotel for your accommodations, and DC as a whole. You owe us no money. Shout out to Buzz Boys and Poets. Shout out to, I mean, we could go all day.
What Hillcrest Barbecue?
Hill Country Barbecue. Shout out to Hill Country, man.
I had my birthday dinner at
Zatania, turn up, man.
Nando's.
Nando's, listen, lemon herb chicken that
Wawa.
Shout out to Wawa. Listen, we love DC and we will be back soon. It is G1 to the rescue. It is Teek Hall. It is your baby mama's favorite podcast, Matt Mania, and we as good as gone. And no, we didn't get Ben's chili ball.
But we out.
You
can just end the recording. You just stop that.
See y'all soon.